Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World of Juice Hoops channel, and today we've got a special one on tap. These videos that will be coming out a little bit more frequently over the next couple of months are just going to be little one-off videos, little experiment-type videos. They're not going to be super long, I don't think, because they're only going to be like maybe 1 to 3 year simulations at the max, just to kind of like get a good sample size. And they're gonna just be like experimenting different scenarios, like what if this happened, or what if this happened, and different stuff like that. So the first one of this kind of genre, I guess you could say, is going to be finding out what would happen if you put some of the best second generation NBA players on one team. Could they win a championship? Could they win multiple championships? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. If you guys go and enjoy this type of video and want to see more of them, hit that like button, show your support, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Links are down below in the description for my other channels. I'm going to go check those out. But without further ado, we've got to find out if a team of second generation NBA players could win a championship. Let's go get to it right now. First off, we've got to find out who's on this team. What second generation players did I choose? And here is the roster. We are using the Oklahoma City Thunder because, in a way, the Oklahoma City Thunder are kind of a second-generation basketball team. They were originally in Seattle for so long. Then they picked up and they moved to Oklahoma City in the mid-2000s. So I guess you could say that there is kind of a second-generation. If there's going to be a second-generation basketball team, I guess you could say it's the Thunder. You could also say that with like the Clippers moving to Los Angeles, or you could say that with the Nets moving from New Jersey to New York, or to Brooklyn, I guess. You could say that with a couple different teams, but I feel like those teams don't really count because this team had a full-on facelift. They changed everything. They went from the Sonics to the Thunder, a whole different team, basically. So it's a second generation, and they still acknowledge all the history from the Supersonics, so it's kind of like a father-son kind of thing. So I know that's a little bit of a stretch. Maybe it's hard to get to wrap your mind around, but just go with me. It was the easiest thing I could come up with. So I think it's pretty cool. So the Thunder are the team we're using because they're a kind of second-generation basketball team. And the players that we have, obviously we've got Steph Curry, son of Del Curry. You can't have a second-generation team with current NBA players if you don't have Steph Curry on it. Then we've got Devin Booker, who is the son of Melvin Booker, who played in the NBA around the 90s. Devin Booker was playing. Then you've got Domantas Sabonis, the son of Arvydas Sabonis, obviously legendary center. Then you've got Darius Garland, who is the son of Winston Garland, who played in the NBA. Then you've got Jaren Jackson Jr., obviously the son of Jaren Jackson Sr. We've got Klay Thompson, who's the son of Michael Thompson. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Let me quickly check. I've got the names in front of me so that I don't miss any fathers of these current NBA players. But if I find Mr. Klay, then I should be able to tell you if his name was Michael. I'm pretty sure it was. Where are you? There you. Yes, it was. I thought it was Michael because his son, his other son, Clay's brother, is also Michael Thompson, but it's spelled differently. But yes, Michael Thompson. I knew that it was. I just wanted to make sure. So Michael Thompson, the father of Klay. Then we've got Nick Claxton, obviously great center, developing center on the Brooklyn Nets. His father played in the NBA. His name is... Where is it at? There, Charles Claxton. Charles Claxton was in the NBA. I don't know how long some of these guys played, but they made it to the NBA, so that is good enough for me because they produced offspring that are really good at basketball players. Then we've got Jeremy Grant, the son of Harvey Grant. Cole Anthony, obviously the son of Greg Anthony, great basketball player and great commentator as well. Kenyon Martin Jr., pretty obvious. Kenyon Martin Sr. is his father. Bol, everybody knows Manute Bol is the father of Bol. Then we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. The father is Tim Hardaway Sr. Then we've got Kevin Love, who I honestly forgot, or maybe didn't know at all, had a father who played in the NBA. Stan Love played in the NBA. So I kind of forgot that he had a father that played in the NBA. Some of these guys I didn't really know, like Jeremy Grant, I didn't realize had a father who played in the NBA. Nick Claxton didn't realize had a father who played in the NBA. Kevin Love was on that list. So then we've got some other pretty obvious ones. Gary Payton, the second. Obviously, Gary Payton, the first. legendary Supersonics player who is his son's now playing for the team that's that's what became of the Supersonics. So Gary Payton the second's on this list, and we had to put Austin Rivers on this list, son of Coach Doc Rivers. So that is the second generation people that I chose to be on this team. Obviously, there are a bunch of other second generation players in the NBA that I didn't put on there, like Jabari Smith Jr. There's a couple other ones that I saw, like Larry Nance Jr. A bunch of juniors I didn't put on here that fathers played in the NBA and other stuff like that. So there were some players that were omitted from the list and left out, but I feel like I've got the best second generation players in the league. I went through the list of all the second generation guys, and I was like, when I was putting the roster together, I was like, I feel like these are the best guys. Obviously, you got to have Steph Curry, you've got to have Klay Thompson, you've got to have like Cole Anthony, Tim Hardaway Jr., these two guys, Gary Payton, Austin Rivers, because those guys' dads are very, very well known in the NBA. So like Bol Bol's got to be on this list. Kenny Martin Jr.'s got to be on this list. So guys like that had to be on the list, but then Devin Booker with his dad Melvin, it was pretty easy to put him on this list because he's Devin Booker. And Sabonis had to be on this list because his dad was so good. Well, his dad wasn't like amazing or anything, but his dad's famous for being a father who had a pretty good NBA son. Darius Garland with his dad and stuff. So like there were some pretty obvious choices, and then there were some that I kind of just like threw in there, like Jaren Jackson Jr. I threw in there, and Jeremy Grant I threw in, and guys like that. So yeah, that is the team that we are rocking with, and we are going to see, I'm probably going to go 3 seasons. I will give these guys all contracts to go the distance. Curry doesn't have to have one. Booker doesn't have to have one. But I will give the guys that are on like 1 or 2 year deals, I will give them all contract extensions so that they make it through the 3-year simulation. But I think 3 years is pretty good to find out how many championships a second generation team can win, because going 3 years allows for Darius Garland to develop. It allows for Jaren Jackson to develop, Nick Claxton. So just giving some of these younger guys a chance to grow a little bit more. And I'll make sure that Steph Curry doesn't retire. So that is how we're going to do it. We're going to simulate 3 seasons, and we will see how many championships a second generation team can win. I will simulate to the end of the season. I'll catch you guys there. Season is wraps, and this team is very good, obviously, because they've got Steph Curry, Devin Booker, Klay Thompson, Darius Garland, guys like that. So I didn't expect this team to be bad, but they were very good. We'll take a look at their stats and the record after we see the MVP and stuff. Luka obviously destroys every simulation. Triple-double, 40-point triple-double, MVP. Paolo wins Rookie of the Year. Malcolm Brogdon, 6-man Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis Alperin is the most improved. And Mark Dageneau, I never knew how to pronounce his name. I apologize. We are Coach of the Year, 63-19, and that's not me actually. I thought that was gonna be me, but no, I didn't win Executive of the Year. That's cool, but those are the awards. We move on to All NBA. Do we have anybody on this? No, we don't. Second team, no. Third team, no. But that's understandable because we have so many good players that they're sharing the ball and they're not getting like the majority of the minutes and stuff. Jackson Jr. does make all defensive first team. That's pretty cool. Nobody else on second team. All rookie team. I don't think we had any rookies. So that is the awards and all that stuff. We are the 1 seed as you would expect. Stats on the year. Player stats. View the per game stats. So Curry led us with scoring with about 22, 7, 5. Shot, what did he shoot from 3? He shot 44% from 3. That's pretty impressive. Devin Booker had about 20. Darius Garland had 17. Clay had about 17. Jackson 15 and 7. A lot of good numbers. This is the kind of stuff that I would expect from a team like this because they're sharing the ball a whole lot and they are not really like getting the majority of, like, not one person's getting the majority of the baskets and the majority of like all the glory and stuff. So like Devin Booker's not averaging a crazy amount, Curry's not averaging a crazy amount, Garland not averaging a crazy amount. And if you notice at the top there underneath their contract, they all have extended contracts. I went in before I simulated and extended their contracts. Nothing crazy. I just added like $1 million to everybody's contract to extend them to the simulation length so that they wouldn't go past it. It looks like Jaren Jackson Jr. got 3 blocks a game, averaged about 3 blocks a game if you want to round up. Pretty good numbers from the boys. Now we go to the playoffs where we take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Cat, and Rudy Gobert. We obviously have the better team, and we'll see how we get through it. The Timberwolves had to play through the play-in, and we will see how it goes. We can even simulate the round. I don't feel very upset about that. Domination. Now we play Luka, the MVP, and the Mavericks, who also have Kyrie, Christian Wood, Josh Green, Reggie Bullock. Okay, not scared. Actually, I'm a little scared because they have Luka, but we should be able to dominate them. And it looks like we will. 3-1, 4-1, there we go. Now we play Phoenix, who I gave Shea because that was who I traded for Devin Booker. So they have Chris Paul, Shea, Kevin Durant, TJ Warren, DeAndre Ayton. That's actually a really solid squad. No wonder they are in the conference finals with us. But we have a equally good team. Kevin Durant's going to be a problem, but I think we should be able to handle them. Take 1-0 lead, 2-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. Are we really going to lose in season 1? This is why we're doing 3 years, but are we really going to lose in season 1? That'd be crazy. I mean, the Thunder or the Suns are a good team with Shea on that squad. I can see why. It goes to overtime. Okay. It goes to overtime, and we are going to lose. Okay, the Thunder lose because of Shea. Maybe I shouldn't have given him Shea. It's going to be Suns and Celtics in the first playoffs. Okay, season 1 playoffs. Celtics win. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Wow. Not what I expected, but that's okay. Got to make sure that nobody on our team retires, including Kevin Love. Yep, there he is. Overdo that. So I will go and make his age a little younger so that there's no chance he retires next season as well. Hall of Fame inductees. Who's in there? Dwight and Carmelo. Good for you. We don't need to do anything like this. We don't need to do any draft or lottery or anything because we are only here for the season. So any rookies that we draft, we won't sign. So let's just decline all the options on those guys. I feel bad for you, Anthony Black, because we drafted you with the 14th pick, but this isn't about you. This is not about you. Team player options, nothing there. Okay, qualifying offers, nothing there. Just making sure that I didn't miss any free agents that we should have had on the team, and I don't think I did. So we can go right to player progression, and we can see how this team will look in year number 2. Hopefully they can win 1 championship. Curry's starting to regress, but that's okay because Garland goes up 5. Jackson goes up 3. Clay obviously regressing. Claxton's up 1. Cole Anthony's up 3. Every time I see C. Anthony, I want to say Carmelo, but it's Cole. Gary Payton's down. Austin Rivers is down. Kevin Love, I got to make a little bit younger so he doesn't retire. Same with, actually, Curry and Clay will make it the next season because we can override their retirements, whatever I was trying to think of. All right, so player progression's done. Let's head to the next season and see if we can bounce back and get a championship. I don't want to lose all 3 championships. That would be a little bit embarrassing. This is what the lineup will look like for year 2. We got Curry, Booker. They want Kenyon Martin Jr. to start over like Clay and stuff. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll see how it works. It could be good, I guess. We can move Booker to the 3 and put Garland at the 2, or maybe Curry at the. That's probably a little. That's probably bad. I don't know. That's a tough lineup to have. That is a tough lineup to have, but that is going to be it for me. I will see you guys at the end of season number 2, and hopefully we are just as good as we were last year and win a championship this year. That's the goal. See you guys then. Okay, season 2 is wraps, and Jason Tatum wins the MVP this year, dethroning Luka and his dominance in simulation, averaging almost a 40-point season, 40-point double-double. Victor Wembanyama wins the Rookie of the Year on the Spurs. Darius Garland gets Sixth Man of the Year on the Thunder. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Double-double off the bench. Wembanyama also wins Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie. That's crazy. LaMelo wins Most Improved. What? What did he go up from? Oh, wow. Okay, so he went up from 21 to about 33. I can see why they gave him Most Improved. Plus, he bumped up his rebounds and assists by a lot. So, okay, that's good, but it just seems weird that they would give it to LaMelo. I mean, his shooting splits are good, too. It just seems a little weird. LaMelo is not usually a person who wins Most Improved. We went 60 and 22 in our simulation, our second-year simulation. Then we've got awards, All-NBA first team, we don't have anybody. All-NBA second team, we don't have anybody. And All-NBA third team, we don't have. Victor Wembanyama, man, what a dominant season. What about defensive teams? Did Jaren make anything? Yes, he did. He made second team again, I think. Or did he make first team last year? I don't remember exactly what he made, but he made it again. He made a defensive team again. And we'll take a look at the stats really quickly before we, not the rookie report, before we simulate the playoffs again. So it looks like Devin Booker led the team in scoring just by a little bit, 0.8 over Steph Curry, who's getting a little bit older at this point. Good seasons from these guys. Darius Garland, obviously, we saw his numbers because he won Sixth Man of the Year off the bench. He didn't even start a single game, which is insane. Jaren had a really, really good season again. Sabonis had a really, really good season, almost averaging a triple-double. That's crazy from Sabonis. Clay had a good year. Kenyon Martin had a decent season. Okay. Good year from everybody, but we need to capitalize on that and win an actual championship. That is the goal, and it looks like we are going to get by the first round in the Timberwolves. We know who's on their team, but we can see who's on this Pelicans team. Jose Alvarado, Paul George. Wow, Paul George. Brandon Ingram, Zion, and Jonas Valanciunas. Or Valanciunas, however you want to say his name. That's a really good Pelicans team, but I think we can get by them. And it looks like we can. And we don't even have to play the Suns. Thank you. We would have to play the Suns in round 2. That would have been not good. But we have to play Jokic and the Nuggets now. Okay. Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, Josh Hart, Aaron Gordon, Jokic. They are not a very good team at all. But Jokic and Murray are pretty much carrying them. Come on, boys. Let's get through it. 1-1 series. 2-1 Nuggets. 3-1 Nuggets. No, we lose again. Jokic is our kryptonite here. Unbelievable. And the Celtics go back to back. Who knows if we would even be able to beat the Celtics if we came up against them in the finals, but that's crazy, man. We lose again to the in the Western Conference Finals. We are getting close. We just can't do it. And Kevin Love, I even moved your age down. What are you doing? I moved you down to 33 years old and you retire on me? The audacity. All right, you weren't helping us anyway. You can leave. You can go away. Doesn't look like anybody else retired. Does Kevin Love make the Hall of Fame? Wow, disrespect to Kevin Love. Okay. Now we go to the NBA draft. Yada, yada, yada. We go to the rookie signing because we aren't going to sign any of these guys. Nope, 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 nope. Sorry. Not signing you. Team player options, nobody. Don't care. Qualifying offers, nobody. Moratorium period, I don't think I have anybody. Anthony Davis is certainly not a second-generation guy. Are there any second-generation guys? Actually, we don't have any cap room anyway, so we can't bring anybody in even if they were a second-generation player. But that's okay. So let's go to player progression. Who needs Kevin Love? We need to win at least one championship in these 3 seasons, because if not, we're going to be in trouble. Curry stops his regression, which is good because we need him to be high overall. Garland goes up to a 94. Booker's a 92. Jackson's a 90. Sabonis a 90. Claxton 87. Okay, so Clay's really just going to become useless at this point, except for just like coming off the bench for like 5 minutes a game and shooting threes. I really need these boys to carry. I need Darius Garland. I need Devin Booker and Curry to carry this final season. Because if not, we're going to go 0-for-3 with this second-generation squad, which doesn't seem like it'd be that bad of a team. I thought we would win pretty easily. I thought we'd win all 3, to be honest with you. Curry, Booker, Martin Jr., Jackson Jr., Sabonis will be the starting lineup again. And I'm fine with that because we won 60 games again, so it doesn't really matter too much. Maybe next season, or maybe in the playoffs, I will go and move the lineup around, like reduce the lineup to like 6 or 7 maybe even. Maybe that'll help a little bit. I don't know. We'll try some different stuff to try and win a championship because I don't want to go 0 for 3. I want to go at least 1 for 3. It's going to be embarrassing if I go 0 for 3. But let's simulate to the end of the season and see where these boys finish in the final simulation of this video. Jason Tatum goes 2 for 3 in the simulation, and the Celtics have a chance to go 3 for 3 in their simulation. I should have done a video with them. I would have been completing the challenge then. But he gets a 37-point MVP season. Rookie of the Year is Bill King for the Spurs. So the Spurs got 2 out of the 3 rookies of the year. Congratulations to their front office. Darius Garland goes back-to-back 6th Man of the Year, having another good season. Wembanyama also on the Spurs. Defensive Player of the Year, he's a problem. Nick Smith Jr. also is an award winner, Most Improved, had a good year. We only won 59 games this year, which is not good because we won 60 the past couple of seasons, so not good. Nobody on the first team, nobody on the second team, nobody on the third team. Defensive, nobody. Second team, I really wish that Jaren would get first team, all defensive team, but it doesn't really matter because it's not really what we're going for, but it would be nice. And we didn't even be the 1 seed. The Lakers are the 1 seed for this final simulation, or the final season. Who led us in scoring? It was Devin Booker for the 2nd year in a row, but Curry also had a really good year. Garland had a really good year because he won 6th Man of the Year again. The best 6th man of all time. Jaren Jackson Jr. had a good year. All defensive team. 4 fouls a game is a lot. Sabonis had a pretty solid year, even better than his year last year, I'm assuming, right? That was better than his year last year. He dropped his points, but other than that, he bumped up everything else. So I'd say a better year than last year. Even Cole Anthony scored a lot of points. He's an 85 overall now at this point. Klay Thompson had a solid year for what it is now. And Kenny Martin Jr. doesn't really like to do too much in the starting small forward spot. Maybe that's why we're lacking a little bit, because we have a Kenny Martin Jr. as a starting small forward. Maybe that's why. Who knows? But if we simulate the play-in, we are taking on the Houston Rockets in round 1. They have James Harden back in Houston. Okay, that's awesome. That's really cool. Jalen Green, Max Strus, Jabari Smith Jr., and Alperen Sengun. This team is actually really good. They have a young core of Jalen Green, Smith Jr., and Sengun, and then you got the veteran leadership of James Harden passing you the ball. This team is really good. Okay. It's cool to see Harden back in Houston, though. Can we get past this young, brash Rockets team? I'm hoping we can. Oh, hello. Okay, we're going straight away. I'm not wasting any time. We are going to drop this to a 7-man rotation. Whoops, I didn't save it. We are dropping this to a 7-man rotation. If I could actually hit the button. There we go. We're dropping this. 7 people are playing. We're winning this series. Come on. 3-1. 4-1. We lost in the first round. Wow, my experiment failed. Who's on this Lakers team, by the way? Who is on this LA Lakers roster that they're doing so well? The Lakers have LeBron, Anthony Davis, DeJounte, Jared Vanderbilt, Kevon Looney. They don't really have anybody that good besides these top guys, but I guess LeBron, AD, and Murray carried them. Crazy. And the Celtics will go back to the finals for the 3rd straight year, this time playing the Rockets. This Rockets team almost won an NBA championship, but the Celtics go 3 for 3 in this simulation. They are very overpowered, and that is going to do it for the video. So we failed. We did not win a single NBA title in the 3-year simulation of the 2nd generation rookies, or 2nd generation players. That is crazy. To be fair, we probably should have won at least one, but I kind of screwed it up in year 1 with giving the Suns Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, because I think that alone pushed them over the line against us. So maybe I should have just released Shai and then just added Devin Booker. So maybe some things to work on in the future for other videos like this. But that's going to do it. We could not get a single championship with the 2nd generation talent, but that's why we simulated, because I thought before I even started simulating that we would win 3 for 3, that we go 3 for 3. But who knows, if we would have even gotten to the finals, would we have beaten the Celtics? Because the Celtics went 3 for 3. They dominated. They killed it. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, beast. So who knows if we would even have beat them in the first place if we would have got there. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other ideas similar to this and you want to see me try them out in NBA 2K23, leave them down below in the comments. I'd be happy to consider them, take a look, and maybe even put them into a video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you enjoyed, leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. I've got other channel links down below in the description. I'm going to go check those out. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.